But I think at the end of the day, what bodybuilding really is about, it's not about motivation, it's about fucking consistency. And you fucking put every last bit of what you have in it, and you can sleep later.
Hey guys, I'm Brian. I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years as an exercise researcher, as a personal trainer, as an athlete, and as the owner of a gym. I'm a huge fan of fitness. I'm a huge fan of the communities that it creates. What we've seen in the last couple of years since the pandemic is that those smaller gyms and smaller communities have struggled, and the larger, more corporate gyms have been able to move in and take over some of that space. We're in Kansas City today to shine a spotlight on some of those unique, smaller gyms that are experiencing a resurgence back into the fitness world. We got a line on a particularly badass gym. Let's go check it out. Guys, we followed the best rumors, the best tips, the best hotline info that we could, and we found this place right here, Flex Fitness. It is rapidly becoming a landmark for fitness in the Kansas City area. I brought my two exercise partners here with me, Tanner and Catherine, and we're gonna go inside here in a second. We're gonna check this place out. We're gonna meet the owner. We're gonna do a workout. We're gonna give you an idea of why this is one of the hottest vibes in fitness in the Kansas City area. So come on, let's go. Do you see this? Enter to suffer. Holy crap, man. That is awesome. This place is a jam. Look at that. This is kind of what we were looking for. This is the place right here. All right. Well, is right. Let's go find Jason. All right. All right, this is the guy. Really easy to point out because he's the most enormous human being in the building. Guys, this is Jason. Jason and I have met before. Jason, this is Catherine and Tanner. They're going to be working out with us today.
Oh, good, good.
Great to see you.
You too, man.
I see that you're in the middle of your workout.
Oh yeah, man, it's good. And welcome to Flex, though. I'm about to finish this out.
Very cool. And we don't want to get in your way.
No,
we're just going to stand back and watch you lift heavier things than we would know what to do with. So,
Man, it could be tens.
Perfect. All right, have at it, have at it.
So I played college football, and I got done doing that. I was kind of like, yeah, this kind of sucks. What am I gonna do now, right? I was working out during the summer. A guy approached me, big old dude just like ripped out of his mouth, big old dude. He's like, you ever thought about doing bodybuilding? I was like, nah, I never thought about that. I always been fascinated by it, but never thought about it. And I ended up talking to him. He prepped me for my first show. I did Mr. Kansas. Didn't even live in Kansas. I used my boy's address. When I did Mr. Kansas, I was backstage. It was like these old school dudes. Like they're like, oh, young guy. It's like you want to get your pregame drink in. I'm like, what is he talking about? Dude pulls out a bottle of whiskey. He's like, dude, take some shots. I'm like, dude, no. I'm fall off the stage. I'm like dehydrated. Diet down. I'm like, there's no way. But yeah, that was my first experience of bodybuilding. Strength has always been there. It's never been a factor, and so I've always been drilled in my head, like lift, and so I just continue to do that until now. I still train the same way as I trained back then. It's just a little bit more under control, a little bit more isolation movements and stuff like that.
When you're attacking these kinds of workouts, are you thinking really specifically about like sets and reps? Are you thinking or restoration, things like that? Or you just kind of go hard?
Really, everything's on tempo.
Okay.
So controlling the weight, eccentric and concentric movement. Mm-hmm. So you see, like when I lift, everything's coming down really slow.
Yeah.
Yes, I could do more weight if I don't control it.
Right.
It's like anything,
Just kind of slinging it.
Common attention is everything when it comes to training.
Yeah.
So I try to keep the attention through the whole movement, going down and going up.
So what you're saying is when you were doing 160 pounds earlier as a dumbbell press, that was lightweight, and you were just kind of focusing on control.
It wasn't necessarily lightweight.
You're doubling my 1 rep max, and you're just being like, I gotta stay under control here. It's fine. Like, just slow it down.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Good. So here's kind of one of those interesting little things where you find out somebody's expertise about the equipment, right? Like the handles that they're using. You can tell they're these really oversized handles. And most places would just use a handle that's maybe as thick as my finger. Theirs is like the size of a Coke can. And that's actually really important on a cable fly like that, because the tighter you have to have your grip, the more you're using your forearm and your bicep to execute what's supposed to be a chest exercise. So by opening that up, you can close this up without over recruiting what's happening here. That's one of those little things that no one would ever pay attention to, but in a place like this, they have exactly the right equipment to do exactly the thing that you want to do. All right, so we are going to get our workout on. We have got Heather, who's going to be taking us through a workout. It's going to be a legs workout.
Legs workout.
Legs workout, okay, and she promises pain. So I am going to go warm myself up physically, emotionally, and then we're going to do this thing. Sound good?
Okay, sounds great.
Right on, okay. What am I going to do? Okay, I gotta run around.
Do you want to do lunges?
You're following me?
Why are you following me? In a weird line like nerds. That's just
You go first then. No, okay.
why does that have to be so much?
I don't know. This is what we landed on, okay? Oh, these old knees. It's totally fine though.
Up. 5, 6. Pull yourself down into the seat when you go up. There you go. Good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and lunge down. Next up. This is for your quads. So she said her quads are already on fire. So we're supersetting it with lunges, and then we're doing a quad extension.
We got off of that thing, and instantaneously, my quads were just blown up with blood. It's a little bit embarrassing. I thought I was good at doing stuff. I squat 500. I should be able to do a couple of leg extensions. It was on a very low weight leg extensions too, so it was a great start to a workout. I was expecting more warm up. I didn't realize we were just going to go straight into whipping our asses.
Quads are blown up. Very different than CrossFit.
My quads feel like rocks.
They look great though.
Nice.
Or look like rocks.
They look like rocks. Little quivering rocks.
Yeah, they're shaking.
It takes a lot of concentration.
Go slow.
Yeah. I want to just fling it out there.
Nice and slow. Good.
God damn it.
Come on, 4 more. You got it. 4. Push yourself. Pull into that seat. 3. Good. Nice. Just like that. Give me 2 more. Last one. Good. Ooh. Woo. So basically, you're just gonna get in here. So you can get all the way.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. So,
Yep.
what kind of rescue? Do you like feet being more forward?
I just, what feels good to you, because everybody's anatomy is a little different.
Okay.
So whatever feels good to you. Of course, higher is going to do more glute and hamstring.
How does that one feel? This one?
Fun without the weight.
Without the weight, it does kind of sit you back, and kind of the way the back kind of slides underneath you. You can it turns your back off, like you were saying, and you can drive through the glute and the hamstring with the initial drive. So it really does a good job of isolating that, especially when you get to that depth.
15?
Yep. Good.
I love this machine.
That's it. Up. There you go. Good.
Oh, good.
That was
Just do some arm stuff real quick.
hamstrings all the way up to glutes, and then your quads still from the leg extensions. Like, just so compounding. Oh, it's not even fair. And she's setting up another machine of leg press. Like, let's go.
Leg press. So we'll do 4 sets of 12 to 15, and then the last set we'll do a drop set.
I really think the audience will enjoy seeing us get our asses beat like this hard.
Now, who's the audience? Right.
But they're like, I want to see what else
Yeah.
is out there.
Yeah.
I want to see if this is fun. I want to see if this is, like, what could I imagine myself doing?
Right.
And I want to believe that I can go into a gym like that and not just be run out of the building.
Right, yeah, because a lot of people get very intimidated.
So intimidated.
And I always tell them, like, everybody starts somewhere.
Yep.
Like, I never picked up a dumbbell. I was a cardio junkie girl forever, and I had never picked up a dumbbell, you know, for years. But then once you do, especially when you come in, they're like, it's empowering.
Yeah.
You know, you don't realize how strong you can get and how your body can change. And the control, yes, you have the choice, and you are in charge, and how empowering that can be. So, yeah, it's...
And that's this environment. I mean, you walk in and like minute 1, you feel like, yes, there's the intimidation. I walked in, the first thing I saw was like, start the suffering.
Right,
What's the opening sign say? It's like, yeah. And I was like, okay,
Right.
this is what is about to happen.
Yeah.
And then everybody's super cool.
Right,
Everybody's into it.
yeah.
I can't look like a dumbass walking into this place because everybody here
Yeah.
is so into
Yeah.
this experience.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like it's fun. It's
Right,
exciting.
right.
Just get the shovel so when I roll.
High feet, hamstrings.
Yeah.
Lower the feet,
Quads.
more quads. And the position on this has a lot to do with whether or not the knees are shutting back
Yeah.
into your yoga to get there in motion.
Yes.
So we got her with the feet up high,
Right.
really going after the glutes.
Glutes, yeah. Glutes and hamstrings.
Would you suggest anything else for her in this situation?
No,
would assume it's
I mean, she's probably doing the adductors since her legs are wider. If she wants to stay away from that, she can still get her hamstrings and glutes, but keep her feet closer.
It's not a small thing that the owners are here so much and kind of constantly offering their expertise, even to people who aren't their clients, because a lot of times at a Globo gym, no offense to them, but the trainers there will only talk to you about half the time if you're paying them to. And so there's a lot of bad stuff that happens in a gym with this array of equipment or those heavy dumbbells. These people just don't know what they're doing.
At most gyms, you don't see the owner around or know who the owner is. We're pretty active with all the members, like when it comes to the equipment and everything. You won't see too many pieces ever get broke down in here. If they do, they get fixed immediately. So the members would really appreciate that because they actually value the gym.
How you feeling?
What's that?
How you feeling?
I'm really tired. Like, we're halfway through this set. I have no idea what else she has planned for us. But I'm gonna have a really hard time walking tomorrow. By coincidence only, I have knee surgery scheduled for Thursday. Trust me, it's not you, it's me. But she's doing a really good job. So I've got a torn meniscus and nothing we've done has caused me any additional pain there. So that just speaks to quality of the trainer, you know? Like, if you know how to work with people, you can work with people in any kind of state. So even my whiny, bitchy state.
No, you're awesome.
That's got to be the hardest thing. Like, this guy won't stop complaining.
No,
he says he
you're doing
owns a
great.
gym.
That's like the throne of hell.
This is funny. You try to talk to Tanner in the middle of a workout at a CrossFit workout. The only thing he can say back to you is something along the lines of "shut up," but the expletive version.
I did it, you can do it.
It's just like. This is the relationship test right here. Can you do drop sets of leg press and still be together.
Right.
It's a family show, everybody. It's a family show. They're so freely giving of their expertise, of their time, and of their care. And that, you don't get that from the owner of Planet Fitness. They're not there. You know, these guys are there. It makes a huge difference. And it's the kind of thing you literally cannot replicate. I don't think I've ever pushed like that. My throat cramped. Like, that was incredible.
Yeah. That's the end of your workout. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
That was an ass kicking unlike I've ever had in my life.
You guys did awesome.
So that workout was absolutely amazing.
You guys killed it. It was awesome.
It killed us, so I think there was definitely some reciprocity in the relationship there.
That's great.
You did a great job. You kept us really safe, which I super appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun on my side to see you guys.
Good.
Going through it, yeah.
Oh yeah, and we probably came in like, oh, don't worry, we know fitness. Like, this is gonna be fine. We were just like, no workout we've done has been that intense.
Awesome. Awesome.
And well done. Very,
Awesome.
very well done.
Good. Well, Jason taught me everything, so credit goes to him.
As somebody who's been in the industry for a long time, like there is a lot of technical precision and artistry that goes into that, and you did a great job with that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Would you mind terribly if we just take kind of a tour, kind of throughout the building, and you kind of show us the highlights?
Yeah, absolutely. We can go ahead and just start on this side.
Okay.
And so all of this area is back. Jason tries to organize it so that you can get a pretty quick, easy workout in. If you come in and you don't have anything planned, you can start at one end and work your way down. We have a lot of old school pieces, and we also have brand new pieces. So Jason handpicks every single piece, and we try to get pieces that will transform your physique most efficiently and that you can't find anywhere else. We have some pull down machines. So this is one of our new ones. It's an Arsenal. And then the hands rotate, and you can do single or you can do double on a pull down. And then we also have one of my favorites, the old school Nautilus.
Yeah.
So you really can't find this anymore. They don't make it anymore, and it's a great piece. Jason always is looking for equipment. And then whenever he finds a still, or a piece he's really been wanting, he'll definitely cycle things through. Yeah. Or he even asks members, what do you want? And so they give him input, and he'll look and see what the members want. He'll buy it.
Legends about your dumbbell selection over here. Can we take a look at that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So all the dumbbells are iron. We don't have any rubber plated. Jason doesn't believe in the rubber plated. And they go all the way up to 200. So those are all of our dumbbells.
So the 200-pound dumbbells, I'm imagining that I could probably get it off of the rack and then maybe roll it around on the floor a little bit. What kind of things, what do you do with the 200-pound dumbbell?
I don't do anything with the 200 dumbbell, but what I have seen
that makes me feel a lot better, actually. I appreciate that.
But bench pressing usually is what we see, or rows.
Some rows on there.
Sometimes some rows. Well, we've had some try to attempt to take it off, and they're like, maybe not. Yeah, and they'll work their way down.
Let me move you down this way a little bit. That's awesome. Okay, I'm looking at the artwork on the floor, or on the walls. Did you guys have somebody
specific? I have a story about that one.
Do you really?
Yeah. So we were going to have Arnold put up there. When we were getting ready to move to this location, we knew we wanted to do some graffiti, and we wanted this whole wall covered. And Jason wanted to put Arnold up there. So basically I said, screw Arnold. We're going to put Jason up there. So he had no idea when he walked in that he was going to be that huge on the wall, or what I had set up. So when he walked in, he was pretty speechless. He's never speechless, but that day he was speechless and just shook his head and walked out. So, I take credit for that. That is not his doing. I set that up, yeah.
And it says the King over the door there?
Yeah, so before we expanded, we had Ronnie Coleman on the garage, the old wooden garage door, sliding door, and so he's known as the King.
Yes.
And so since we expanded, we had to remove it, and now he's on the other side. So we didn't get rid of him, he's just moved.
Should we go to the other side?
Yeah, we can go on over.
Again, a fairly legendary side of this gym, right?
Yes.
The leg equipment. I've
leg
literally
equipment.
heard, and this is, I mean, I'm not making this up as a camera. I've literally heard of people coming from at least 50 miles away
Yes.
just to use this leg side.
Yes, we do have
That's a real thing.
Yes, we do have members that just have their membership for leg day.
Yeah.
And they will travel hours and hours to come and work here for legs.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
What's your favorite stuff again?
I like this back row
Yeah.
here. So this has been one of our newest pieces, and it is the true squat, and it goes straight up and down. And it did have counterweight on it, but Jason has removed the counterweight, so it's more difficult. Imagine that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Then we have another Arsenal piece.
Oh, I don't want anything to do.
Yeah, right?
I'm
This
good.
is the one you guys were
Good,
on.
thank you very much.
Yeah. And this is another old school piece. And then we have a hack squat. This hack squat is crazy heavy. And then of course we have the leg press. And then we have a vertical leg press, and then just a different variety all the way down.
And there, of course, is Ronnie Coleman.
Yes, Ronnie Coleman.
So he made his way back to-
Yes, yes.
And then this,
This is Hunter Labrada.
and this is somebody that trained with Jason or trains Jason?
Yes, yes. So we had an open lift one day, and Hunter came in and trained here with Jason, and we had an awesome day with Hunter. And so we had him sign the wall.
And his favorite thing to say is, of course, win the day, which is very
Yes,
cool.
win the day.
And then this is,
And
of
then-
course, the most terrifying part of the building right here.
Right, this is the posing room.
Yeah.
So,
This is where I would come to simply die and hide my shame. Maybe check
Yeah.
my hair.
yeah. So we do get people just over here that just want to take before and after pictures and just record their journey of where they've started and where they're going. And so it's just not for athletes, but and then it also gives a little bit of privacy. So if somebody needs to coach you through the posing, or you feel like you don't want to show your physique quite yet,
Sure.
that you're still on your journey, you know, you can come back here and you can do it. But all of our bodybuilders do use this area.
And this is not about the gym itself, but kind of just about bodybuilding in general. Such an art form. From posing to suits. I think it's something that a lot of people don't understand.
Right.
Because you always think, okay, they just get up there and they're just flexing for you or whatever.
Right.
But it's an art. It's a dance. It's a presentation almost.
It is.
From start to finish.
Yeah, you can have a great physique, but if you can't show it off and pose correctly on stage, you're not going to do well.
What's it like to have an atmosphere where you can get hyped up about your workouts?
Dude, it's everything. Like that's one of the reasons I take pre-workout, because people argue like atmosphere and pre-workout and stuff, but it's about getting into the zone. If you want to get in the zone and you want to have a good workout, you got to drink you up. It could get you huge. It's like my 5th scoop. So having that environment with the right equipment, I mean, if you're trying to be the best at bodybuilding you can and that's your life, you gotta have it.
Flex Fitness Gym started in October of 2015. It was just a personal training studio, and it was actually called Flex Fitness Studio, and Jason did all of his personal training out of that. And then gradually it just kept growing and growing, and so we kept adding equipment and adding equipment. And then all of his personal training clients said, Jason, you really need to open a gym. We want you to be our gym. That was in 2017. And so it seems like every 2 years, every year and a half, we either have to move or expand.
It's been really amazing to watch somebody have a vision and then put it in place. So, we started at the studio, and then it got bigger, and then we went to a bigger facility, and then now it's this. I feel very fortunate to have watched the progression of this and to be a part of a gym like this, because it's a family-owned gym. It's not a cookie cutter gym, and it's not for everybody, but it feels comfortable for me.
When I was looking for a more serious environment, I had a friend recommend Flex to me. If you really want to get serious about working out and lifting, then you kind of have to branch out.
The reason why I kind of gravitated to a place like this was obviously because I was born and raised in Kansas City. But a big part of being here in Kansas City was trying to find a gym that would kind of accompany my same values. And I feel like that's what this place is accompanied for me. Wanting to go one more and do one more thing on the daily and just kind of work yourself and kind of push your limits in a way. And that's kind of like why I gravitated towards this gym.
I'm Ryan Silva. I'm a member here at Flex Fitness. Are there a lot of serious competitors here? Sure, but that's because Jason is one. But he also fosters such a great community that everybody from, we have elderly population that works out here to just someone trying to lose weight and feel better about themselves and stuff like that. Everyone feels welcome here, and everyone from all walks of life trains here.
I think anytime you walk into a gym, there could be intimidation, but when you're coming to this environment, it's really open arms to everybody. So you could be starting at any level, and you're going to be appreciated for the work that you put in.
I mean, there's just a variety of people who have different goals here, but they have goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pandemic, absolutely was scary. Being a small business owner, you didn't want to be one of the statistics. We were very fortunate. We had the ban lifted in the location that we previously were. We were one of the first ones. We had a lot of people coming to us as soon as it was lifted, and they were wanting to get a lift in at a gym somewhere.
I was actually in town from St. Louis, and I needed a gym last minute, hit up Flex, found them on the internet, and I was like, this is 24/7. I'm gonna come in, the gym looks dope, all the old school graffiti and everything.
So they had a grand opening party where they brought one of the bigger bodybuilders in the world down here. His name's Hunter Labrada. He got 4th at last year's Olympia. He came down here. So this is my first time coming down here, getting to meet him, seeing the environment. And my goal is to one day be on that Olympia stage. So, this is the environment to facilitate that.
No, this isn't a bodybuilding gym. This is a motivation gym. And so if I see you, then I don't see you, guess what? When you come back in, guess what I'm gonna say? I'm like, man, where you been at?
These people are like seeds. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. It matters what environment do you put yourself in.
I always think of this. I always think of how like the Oakland Raiders is like the stepchild of the NFL. Like nobody likes them, right? This is what I feel like this gym is in Kansas City. Other competitors don't like us because we're like that greedy type, hardcore type lifting gym that just doesn't exist anymore. Say 5 years ago when you came to Kansas City, there was no gym that was like this. There was just box gyms. And we still get that to this day, that people come and visit us. They're like, thank God I found Flex because I do not want to go to these other gyms. I'm trying to be my own lane and my own type of gym. What we created is completely different than anybody else.
Because I have a big goal. This is literally my life. So when I come into the gym, this is what my day is literally planned around.
You walk through these doors, nothing else matters.
Whether it's a good day or a bad day, it doesn't matter if you had 8 hours of sleep or 2 or none. You go in and you fucking put every last bit of what you have in it, and you can sleep later.
Just come here and train hard and be nice to everyone around you. That's all Jason wants.
See big guys, you think they're like douchebags and self-centered dudes that don't want to help anybody. Bodybuilders that I have met are the most humble, most helping people that you could possibly talk to.
Guys aren't, they're not these big bodybuilders that you kind of just have in the back of your head where they're super intimidating, but rather they're like your mentors in a way. They'll tell you and give you information that you need in order to be successful.
Everybody's here living out their purpose and doing the best they can to not only help themselves, but to help those around them.
We're not really even customers, I would say. We're kind of like a family here.
Oh, yeah. It's a passion of ours, and we just truly want to help people.
At the end of the day, it's me giving back to people that need this more than I do.
We've had a lot of people say, are you going to open up another location? Are you going to expand here? And honestly, Jason and I, he hasn't made a decision. He hasn't, said that to me. So who knows what's going to happen in the next year? I guess we just wait and see.
Guys, we're just wrapping up an incredible day here at Flex Fitness. Absolutely phenomenal experience. We got to check out Jason working out. They put us through a workout. I am going to struggle walking tomorrow and the day after and potentially the day after that. Listen, we came in expecting to see one of the most badass gyms in all of Kansas City, and we definitely saw that. We saw even more than that. We saw a community that is motivated around health, where everybody is accepted and everyone is working just absolutely as passionately as they possibly can. This is the kind of place that we need as much of as humanly possible in Kansas City, where people are allowed to just pursue fitness passionately. That's it for me. I'm gonna go out and start trying to work on recovering. Apparently I need to do something with protein and carbohydrates and rest and recovery and probably a significant amount of ice. I'll catch you next time. And tell me, is Flex Fitness the place that does that for you?
Flex Fitness is one of the reasons I moved to Kansas City.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.